Hi all, this week I'm sharing a hearty soup to enjoy with your meals. This delicious soup is made from the Yampi root, a type of yam that has a really unique slippery texture when cooked. This easy dish is perfect for rounding out a meal, and I hope you enjoy this recipe. Here are the ingredients we will need: green onions, rice paddy herb, shrimp that's peeled and deveined, sugar, salt, chicken broth, fish sauce, and ground black pepper. The main ingredient, Yampi root, is called by many different names, so it's best to know what it looks like when shopping for it. There are two common varieties. The first one has a thicker, rougher skin, is elongated, and shaped like a yam. The second variety is stubbier, a bit fuzzy, and looks like a russet potato. Both varieties have the same taste and texture and will work in this recipe. For this dish, we use rice paddy herb. Mild and sweet smelling, it adds freshness and fragrance to the soup. If we can't find this herb, we can substitute with cilantro. First, let's cut off the stems and then finely dice the green part. Let's set this aside in a small bowl. Let's also chop the white portion of the green onions now, and then place in a separate bowl. Now take a small bunch of the rice paddy herb and coarsely chop it. Feel free to use more or less depending on your preference. Add the chopped herbs to the same bowl as the green onion tops. We will use the green onions and chopped herbs to garnish the soup at the end. Let's give the ingredients a quick toss with our fingers, and then we can set this aside for now. For the shrimp, we just need to coarsely chop it, and then add to the bowl with the green onions. Season the shrimp with a little bit of sugar, some freshly ground black pepper, and just a little bit of salt. Now we just need to mix everything together. Using a vegetable peeler, peel off the skin from the Yampi root. The skin is thicker than a potato, so we may need to peel it several times before the skin is completely removed. Grab a firm hold of the vegetable while peeling. If not, we may quickly learn why its nickname is the slippery potato. After the skin is mostly peeled off, use a paring knife to remove any deep spots or any remaining skin. Now let's give it a quick rinse with water and pat it dry. Next, we use a grater to cut the Yampi root. I'm using a coarse blade so that we'll be able to see the root in the soup. For the nub that is remaining, cut it into small pieces. For a chunkier soup, leave a little bit more of the Yampi root behind instead of grating the whole thing. Add the 2 cans of chicken broth into a pot and then bring to a boil. Add the chunks of Yampi, turn down the heat, and then simmer for 5 minutes. Now let's add the rest of the Yampi root and then stir everything together. Cover the pot and let the soup simmer for 10 minutes. Every few minutes, stir the soup to keep it from sticking to the bottom of the pot. Let's add the shrimp now, and then we can stir everything together. The shrimp doesn't take long to cook at all, so at this point we can turn off the heat. Stir the shrimp in the soup for about a minute or so until it's cooked. Let's check the consistency of the soup. If it needs to be a little bit thinner, add some water. Okay, let's have a taste. I'm going to add just a little bit of fish sauce to the soup to help balance the flavor. For the finishing touches, sprinkle in the green onions and rice paddy herb we prepared earlier, and some freshly ground black pepper. Enjoy the soup while it's nice and hot. Just before serving, add more of the fresh greens on top. Enjoy! Hi, I hope you've enjoyed this easy how-to video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post below. For full recipes, check out runawayrice.com. I work on new recipes each week, so please subscribe to my channel to stay tuned. This is Trang wishing you good eating and good health. Thanks for watching.